Today we're going to go from level 1 all the way to max level Awakened Butterfruit in the second sea, and we're going to be doing it as Sengoku. Let's go. Now, obviously speaking, this bacon hair account is a little bit boring, so let's swap our character out to something a little bit cooler, and that makes a little bit more sense. Considering we are using the Butterfruit today, I think it only makes sense that we're using Sengoku as well. So, without further ado, let's get into farming, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Alright, so for anyone that's used Butterfruit before, I think you guys know this is going to be one of the easiest videos I've ever made in my entire life. Because Butterfruit is absolutely broken for farming. It is the single best fruit in the entire game for farming NPCs. So I'm super happy to be able to use it for a video and actually reach max level. Probably extremely quickly. Like, look at this. I'm just destroying them. Okay, boys, I ain't gonna lie, we're kind of an idiot. I was on the pirate island the whole time, and, I'm a marine, obviously. I'm playing as Sengoku, so, let's not make that mistake anymore. We're gonna be on the marines team. Let's go. Okay, it's already time to take on the very first boss, the Gorilla King. I got here probably in 5 minutes. It did not take long at all. Let's get into this fight. Okay, and just like that, he's dead. Let's level up a little bit more, and then we can move across to the next island. Let's go. Okay, so we are level 55. It's time to take on the next boss of the episode, which is Bobby right here. He's a pirate, and we're a marine, so we've got to do the job. Let's kill him. Alright, there we go. We did it, and this light user tried to snipe my kill. Come here. Come here. Oh, can't kill him because he's on the same team. Screw you, light user. I made friends with him. I forgive him for what he almost tried to do. Alright, let's go. Let's move on. Okay, so now that we are level 90, we've headed across to the Frozen Village. We can get ourselves all 3 basic abilities. We can get ourselves the air jump. We can get ourselves aura. There we go. And last but not least, we can get ourselves the flash step. There we go. So we've got all 3 basic abilities now. Very happy with that. Finally got myself aura, which is super important for the Butterfruit because you actually punch like a ridiculous amount with this fruit. And obviously air jump, the best ability in the game. No cap. Alright, let's get into farming. Now that we're level 120, it's time to take on the Yeti boss. Let's go. Okay, there we go. That was really, really easy. Buddha is absolutely broken as hell. Now it's just time to move on to the next island. Okay, it's time to take on Don Swan. I've almost got my final ability for Butterfruit, so let's get into it. Okay, there we go. We did it. That was pretty easy. I'm not gonna oh, I forgot the quest. I'm an idiot. Okay, so all I have to do now is hit level 300, and then we can move across to the next island. Let's go. Okay, so I don't know if Sengoku technically has Observation Haki, but I'm assuming because he was a former Fleet Admiral that he actually does have it. So we're going to kill this boss right here and then go grab Observation Haki. Let's go. Okay, there we go. We killed him, got the saber. Now we can head across to the Sky Islands and quickly grab Observation Haki. Okay, so here is the Instinct teacher. All we have to do is go and talk to this guy right here, and then we can go, hey, you want to learn Instinct? Yes, please. There we go, $750,000, pretty much all of our money just down the drain. But now we can use Observation Haki. Anyway, let's continue back to farming. Okay, so now that we're level 375, it's just about time to move on to Fishman Island. But before we do that, we're going to fight the boss right here. Let's go. Alright, there we go. That was pretty easy. Butter is, again, just completely and utterly broken in every single sense of the matter. For farming, at least. But anyway, let's move on to Fishman Island. Alright, so we're level 451. Time to take on the Fishman Lord. Let's do it. Alright, there we go. Super easy as always. Let's move on to the Upper Sky Islands now. Now that we're level 625, it's just about time that we move on to the next island. But before we do that, we're going to take on the Thunder God. Let's go. Alright, there we go. He is dead. Now we can move on to the next island. Oh my god. I love the fact that Buddha allows you to get so much health early game and just throughout the entire video. It's so good for fighting bosses. Alrighty, boys. One last boss for the first sea. Let's get into it. Alright, there we go. We are done with the first sea. We can go across to the second sea now and finally get this fruit fully awakened. There's only 4 moves on this fruit, so it won't take very long. Let's get into it. Hey, look, I found a Blox fruit sitting on the ground. It's a bum fruit. It's absolutely terrible, but I mean, like, hey, it's a fruit. Anyway, we're heading over to the Alchemist over here to grab the Race V2 quest because we're going to go get our human to level 2. So all we have to do is find 3 different flowers. It should be pretty easy to do. There's a red one, a blue one, and a yellow one hidden around the map. Now, being the absolute Blox fruit professional that I am, I, of course, know where every single flower location is, which I don't really think is a flex, but I'm going to act like it is. There we go, we found the red flower. That was pretty easy. I just gotta go get the blue and yellow one now, but it's not currently nighttime, which means I have to wait until the blue one spawns, because it only spawns at nighttime, so I'm gonna go get the yellow one. Now, the yellow one's pretty easy. All you have to do is just kill some NPCs, and they have a chance of dropping it. It's a pretty high drop chance, so it shouldn't take too long. There we go, we got it. That literally took 3 NPCs, but there we go, we have the yellow flower now, or the gold flower, whatever you want to call it. Now we just gotta wait till nighttime until the blue one spawns. Well, we needed a blue flower, and well, we got it. So there we go, we've got all 3 of the flowers. Got the red one, we got the gold one, and we got the blue one. So now we can just go back to the Alchemist and get ourselves Race V2. Alright, we made it back safe and sound. All we have to do now is speak to this guy, pay our money, and then boom, we got ourselves Race V2 that gives us an extra instinct dodge and a couple other things like flash step range. Not that good, but, you know, we're going to get it anyway. Any advantage, we'll take it. So now we're just going to level up some more, and then we'll be able to go awaken this fruit finally, and also get ourselves Race V3. Let's go. Okay, so before we get back to leveling, we got to defeat this boss right here, because, you know, he's on my radar. I want to beat something up. So let's get into it. Alright, there we go. We killed him, and now we can move on and get back to leveling up, because we got a lot of bosses to kill. We got a lot of fruits to awaken. Actually, well, just technically 1, but lots of abilities to awaken. That's what I meant to say. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to take on the gravity boss right behind me. Let's get into it. Alright, there we go. We killed him. We can move on to the next island, which is the Graveyard Island. Let's get it done. Alright, so now that we're level 1100, we can officially go and host raids, and we can get this Butterfruit fully awakened, which is going to be absolutely amazing. But before we do that, we're going to go and get Race V3, so we have a better chance to beat the raid. So, let's get into that. So we need to talk to Trevor first. He's pretty much going to ask me to give him a fruit that's worth 1 million berries. Now, luckily for me, I was able to get my hands on a spider fruit earlier in this episode before I got it off camera, okay? Listen, I didn't cheat, I swear. But all we have to do is go across to this guy and give him the spider fruit. There we go, and then we get access to the swan room over here. All we have to do is defeat the boss that spawns in here. He's never here on the first try because of my luck. We gotta go and hop server. Okay, we finally found him. Let's turn Butter form and let's absolutely destroy him real quick. Alright, there we go. We were able to kill him, and now we can just head over to the Race V3 NPC and go and complete the quest for Race V3. Okay, so all we have to do is talk to this guy right here. He'll give us a quest to go and beat 3 different bosses that we've already beaten in this video, so it's going to be really easy. Just go defeat those 3 guys, and then we can get our Race V3 finally. Alright, so here's the first boss. Just turn Big Butter form and beat him up. Alright, first boss defeated. Let's move on to the second. Alright, here's the second boss. Got to beat him too. Alright, second boss defeated. Let's move on to the last and final one. Alright, here he is. Final boss. Let's kill him. Alright, there we go. Final boss done. Just got to head back to the NPC, and then we can unlock Race V3. Alright, there we go. We just speak to this guy once again, and there we go. We can get our last resort ability, which is going to be super useful when we're fighting inside the raids. Trust me, this ability is super clutch. Now we can go and finally get this fruit fully awakened. Let's go. Alright, so before we go into this Butter raid, we're going to do one thing before we go. So we're going to get our stats, and we're going to refund them completely because I don't want any Blox fruit stats, because it's just kind of a waste for what we're going to be using it for. So we got 3,306. We're going to put like a ton of points into like melee, defense, and then probably, well actually I think we'll go 500. And we'll just put that in each, and then maybe I'll put the rest into melee. I think we should be okay for the health. Okay, so now all we have to do is go to this guy, buy a microchip for the Butter raid, which should be somewhere over here. There it is, the Butter microchip. I'll just buy that one, and then we should be able to beat this raid on on our own. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm not sure, though. I haven't done this in a long time, so we'll see. Alright, so if I can remember from, like, memory, I'm pretty sure the first couple islands are really easy, and then you have to start fighting enemies that have the Butter fruit, and then it becomes really, really hard, so, I don't know, I can't fully remember, though. Alright, there we go, first island down. Alright, so we're on to the second island now. If I remember correctly, this island is also extremely easy, and I think it becomes difficult at the third island. Okay, second island down, we're moving across to the next island, which I think is where it starts to become really hard. Okay, this is why it becomes really hard. So you gotta fight these Butter users who explode and do an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage. You gotta be really careful, and they have a ton of HP too. You gotta be super careful with these guys. Alright, there we go. We completed that island. It was pretty easy because there's only a couple of those big Butter guys, but the next island should be pretty hard considering there's gonna be a lot more of them. Oh my god, they do so much damage. Oh my god, there's so many of them, and they're just blowing up everywhere. Okay, I'll be super careful. I'm going to take a ton of damage otherwise. Oh my god, okay, I got hit by quite a few of them. I'm not going to lie, that hurt a lot. Okay, I'm moving on to the last island, and this is where the boss Butter spawns. He's really strong. He does a ton of damage, and I'm pretty sure every NPC on this island is one of those big Butters, so I got to be really careful. But you can kind of cheese this island a little bit with this wall right here. You do get hit a little bit, but it's not super bad. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god. Okay, so what I like to do is try to remove all the little Butters first and then deal with the big Butter, because these guys will stop spawning after a little while. Okay, I think it's just the big Butter left. Just gotta kill this guy and then we complete the raid. Oh my god, I hate this ability. It's so overpowered. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my Race V3 ability. Doing tons of damage now. Okay, there we go. We finally killed him. Oh, okay, that took a long time, but we did it, and now we can finally awaken and get the very first and most important ability on Butterfruit. Let's get it. Okay, Ascension, of course. There we go. We did it. We got a ton of new titles. Look at that. That's so cool. Okay, so now we were a pretty big Buddha before, but now we're an even bigger Buddha. Look how much bigger we are. We've got way better range now, and we take way less damage now. So doing the raid is going to be super easy. So I'm not going to show it again. Let's just fly through the levels and get it over and done with. Alright, so we just got our next raid done. We can now ascend and get the next ability, which is the F move. You guys will see that one. It's a very special one indeed. So, as you can see, you might be like, oh, you've added an extra ability to your Buddha fruit. I have. So, pretty much, Buddha doesn't get this normally, but once you awaken it, you get the ability to dash. It's not the greatest dash in the world, but, I mean, being able to dash on Buddha is really, really useful. If you guys ever want to awaken Buddha and use it in PvP for whatever reason, I highly recommend you get the first and second ability and then just don't get the rest because it's useless. But if you want the first ability and you want to use it in PvP, get the first and second one. Trust me. Alright, so we only have 3 more abilities that we have to go and get for Buddha to be fully awakened and have full Sengoku build, and then we just have to get 1 fighting style as well, which will be superhuman, but we'll be able to get that pretty quickly, I think. So, let's go get these fragments, let's go awaken this fruit even further, let's go. Okay, there we go, next raid is complete. Now we can grab the next ascension, the next ability. Oh my god, 3,000 fragments. Okay, there we go. The Heavenly Impact, let's see what this one does. I actually have never awakened Buddha fully before, so I have no idea what this does. Alright, so before it was like a big old bomb. Let's see what it is now. Okay, it's just a much cooler looking bomb. It's like they've just turned up the effects. But I'm sure it does more damage, hopefully. Otherwise, that kind of sucks. I will say, though, it is a lot quicker than the other one. The other one, you got stuck in the animation for like 40 seconds. So it being a lot quicker is a lot nicer, I'm not going to lie. There we go, another raid down. We can finally grab, I think, the second last ability. How much does this cost? 4,000. Oh my god, okay. How many frags do I have left? 6,000. I think we have enough. Okay, let's see what this ability is. Light of Annihilation, it's called. Kind of sounds awesome. Let's see what it does. Oh, okay, so I actually get a ranged attack? Wait, that's so sick. I didn't get any ranged attacks before. That's actually really cool. Alright, I'm gonna see it again. Ready? Boom! Okay, that's actually sick. I'm actually a super big fan of that ability. I think the final ability, though, you guys are going to be, like, really, really surprised. It's actually so cool. Alright, there we go. We finished it. We've got the last raid over and done with. Ascension, of course. 5,000 fragments. That's, like, all my fragments down the drain. But there we go. We did it. We've got Twilight of the Gods. Absolutely sounds amazing. Now, this ability, I've seen it before. It's absolutely awesome looking. So I'm going to show you guys. Ready? You shoot it in the air. And you just start spamming out beams everywhere, left, right, center, everywhere there can be a beam, there is a beam. And it's absolutely amazing. I love it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so we've only got a couple things left to do. That is to go get superhuman mainly, and we're going to level up a little bit as well. Alrighty, everyone, there is only one thing left to do to complete this guide for the Sengoku. Let's get into it. So, all we have to go now is buy the superhuman fighting style. I thought I might as well get superhuman in this video. There we go. Bought it for $3 million. Now, this was really hard to get, so, yeah, you should drop a like and subscribe, you know? But I thought we might as well get superhuman because, like, obviously, it doesn't really make sense to use any of the other fighting styles for Sengoku, you know? Like, Fishman Karate doesn't make sense, Electric doesn't really make any sense, and Dark Step doesn't really make any sense. Neither does Dragon Breath. So I was like, Superhuman's like the next best thing that actually kind of makes sense for Sengoku. But anyway, guys, we are fully maxed out on the Sengoku character. We've got the Awakened Buddha, we've got the Superhuman, we've got Race V3. We are completely done for Sengoku. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.